Hello, welcome to episode 21 of... My name is Fraser.
And my name is Thomas.
Yeah, we got Thomas again this week because Kai's dropped
Hello,
out again.
everyone. Hello, it's me, Thomas.
Yeah, Kai didn't show up this week.
Yeah, he's still in bed.
He went to sleep.
Yeah.
And then we rescheduled and he went to sleep again.
Yeah, that's right. You've gone back to sleep. I'm
Yes,
Thomas.
we got Thomas be filming this week. How's it going, Thomas?
It's going good, thanks. How's it going, Fraser?
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, you're fun to present with.
I'm glad. Better than Kai, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least you show up.
That's right. I show up on time, all the time, every time.
So, Thomas, we're already 1% through 2020.
Yeah, we're 1% through 2020.
Yeah.
I've done nothing.
Same. How did
Probably
you
by the time
celebrate?
this podcast is released, it'll be 2%.
What did you do to celebrate New Year, Thomas?
I don't know.
Oh, I didn't do much. I ended up spending time at home. I was on a call, counting down.
Yeah?
And I had a shot at New Year. Like, yeah, happy New
You had a
Year.
shot at New Year?
Yeah, it was it's just straight vodka. So it was like, whoa, that was quick.
Oh, I thought you meant a gunshot.
Yeah, that. And then I went with my family and celebrated with them. And then came back, and then I actually went on my Discord server and said to people, right, join the voice chat and let's party. And that's exactly what we did. We did things like the Macarena and YMCA on voice chat.
That's good.
On the voice video chat. You know the video chat hack?
Yeah. I invented that. I'm Thomas.
How fucking long are we going to keep this up?
I don't know. My throat's starting to a little bit, you know.
We'll carry on. So what was it like in Manchester? Oh, fuck this. No. What did you do, Kai? You explain, because you actually did things.
I went to... Hello, I'm Kai, by the way.
I just almost spat my drink. Yep, he is Kai.
You're welcome. I was in Scotland. Hello.
And that's why he wasn't here last week.
Yeah,
Explain everything.
that.
We haven't even wrote this down on the notes. Yeah, because you've been there. You were there for like a week.
So the first day I got there, I helped out at a concert and I was a baby.
It looks like, the face mask looked like you were a baby eating lemon for the first time. You realised how sour it was, and then you pulled that face.
Yep, that's me. That's exactly what I did. So I helped out with that. That was a good night. Our van almost got stolen.
How was that a good night if your van almost got stolen? How did it almost get stolen?
We got there, yeah, and there was like three guys hanging out around the back, and they were like, "Oh, is there a Halloween party going on?" Something like that, but like in obviously Glasgow accents. Like, I can't do that properly. I didn't understand them at first, but they were talking about Halloween and parties, so I'm guessing they said, "Is there a Halloween party going on?" And obviously my mum's boyfriend, he leaves the van keys in the van. So to give you an idea, there was four of us going from Edinburgh to Glasgow, which is about an hour and a half drive on roughly. And there's only 3 seats in the van, so we had 3 of us in the car, 1 of us in the van. Makes sense. My mum went off to go and park her car whilst we got stuff in from the van, because there was no parking around the back for once. Or there was, but there was like a car in the way. So she got tired and there wasn't space to like have another car parked there, so she went and parked her car elsewhere.
Yeah.
And then basically these 2 guys, like 3 guys maybe, that were hanging around the back, started like saying, "Oh, there's a Halloween party going on." Didn't really expect anything. It was like 3:30 in the afternoon. And somehow he'd left his keys in the van, and one of them they both kind of just jumped in. And
what, they actually got in?
Yeah, they got in. I'm guessing they didn't know how to drive, but there was people like round the back anyway. So it was like, what? And then like someone that was with us said, "There's someone in your van." He thought it was a joke, so he was like, "Haha, yeah." He's like, No, there's someone in your van. And he went over to the door and was like, "What the fuck are you two doing?" And then the guy just kind of smiled, got out and walked away. And as this happened, a police van was coming up the same hill
Oh my god.
So they saw what happened. Two people went over and said, "These two idiots just tried to drive off with the van," and they like zoomed up the hill after the people got them, and that was that. So that was my.
Do you know what
first
happened to them?
24 hours in Scotland. They're not going to get charged because that's a lot of paperwork and stuff.
What? So because they're lazy, they're not going to get charged for attempted robbery?
Basically, yeah.
That's shit.
What happened was...
you kept that quiet. This is the first I've literally heard of it.
Yeah, but it wasn't like it was everyone's choice there, not just like police. Police obviously couldn't be bothered, but it was like he said, "What do you want to do?" And and he said, "What is there to do?" And they said, "Well, you can charge them. It's up to you." And he's like, "No, I can't be bothered for that," and walked away.
Oh yeah.
But he said, the one thing to make sure to do is drive them as far away from their house as you can and make them walk back. So that's what they did.
Oh, fair enough. As far as you're aware.
Yeah. But they took like name, phone number from him, stuff like that, and address. So any update on that, they will find out, I suppose. And that was my first 24 hours in Scotland.
God, well, that was an interesting start.
Yeah, and then we didn't really do too much for like the next couple of days. Went to IKEA. Two people kind of stalked me around IKEA a little bit.
Did you get any meatballs?
Oh, of course.
Good. Did you get any ice cream?
I didn't. I just got meatballs.
Did you get any dime?
No.
What?
I came out with a bath mat.
That's not dime, Kai.
Whatever.
For those of you that don't know, dime is like a very amazing chocolate, and IKEA sells it in like massive bags for cheap. And it's kind of like IKEA. I do you know, is IKEA in America?
Yeah.
Because like we got a lot of viewership. Okay, yeah, we got a lot of listeners in UK. We got a lot of listeners in America. So right, you'll know what it is then. But the dime is amazing. I don't know if you sell dime over there. I didn't see dime whilst we were over there.
I have a feeling they might. I don't know. We didn't really look too much at chocolate and stuff.
True. Either way, yeah, dime is lovely, and it's kind of like rule of thumb. Whenever you go to IKEA, you've got to get dime at the very least.
Yeah.
Because you can get like, at least over here, you can get a big bag for £1 a bag.
Aye.
It's so good. Anyway, yeah. So you went IKEA. Then what?
Two people stalked me around IKEA.
Great.
Just a note of warning. If you see me in a place, just come say hello. It's a bit more weird stalking me.
What, do you reckon it was people that recognised you?
Yeah, someone had their phone out and they were kind of following me, and I gave them a little smile and then they walked off.
Oh.
So, I'm guessing so. So
I always find it creepy
It's weird.
when someone like takes pictures of you from behind.
Yeah.
And goes like, "Oh, I saw you," but like they didn't say hi, because that's happened a couple of times before. Like, as you said, I'd rather people come up and say hi. Like, obviously, I'm not like massive or anything. I'm just Harry.
It's just a bit
Harry.
weird, isn't it? Like, to have a picture of you you're not aware of.
I get like people are nervous and stuff, and that's why they wouldn't want to approach. But like, don't take a picture from behind or whatever. Like, I'm guessing you didn't see these pictures at the end of the day, if there were any.
No, but I definitely saw them on their phone, like, behind me talking and whatever
Trying
else.
to record.
Trying to get something. So I was like, just kind
weird.
of like, if you see someone that you like, it's better to ask them for a picture or
Go
something.
and say hello
And say
rather
hello.
than go and be a hobo.
Yeah, that was the weird bit. So, that was all good. But, no, it was that was my, like, second proper day, I guess. I think that was possibly the 30th, I want to say. 31st, we had our little New Year's celebration thing. We went to this place called the Strawberry Barn.
Is it a barn made out of strawberries?
Yes, it is actually.
Brilliant.
It's not really. Sorry to burst your bubble. But
sorry to burst my strawberries.
But sorry. That was good. Obviously, I think it was intended for a lot more child-orientated people, like people with children as well. But there was like a little disco thing in the middle. There was a DJ. There was a magic act when we got there, so we probably should have got there about an hour later than we did.
When did you get there? Like, what sort of time? Were you there in the evening?
We got there
or
about 7:30.
Oh, so like not early but not late.
No, it was. I think it started at 7 to give you an idea.
Oh right.
So, or maybe half somewhere like 6:30. Maybe it started. But I drank alcohol. The alcohol tasted awful. It tasted like beer, but not. I don't like beer as it is, but it tasted awful.
Same.
So I was like, but it was strawberry flavored. So that strawberry kind of like flavor took away the taste of the beer a little bit more. And I ended up just drinking like a bunch of it, but for the sake of, right, this is New Year's Eve. I'm not gonna just go.
I'm gonna drink something I don't like, but I want to have a fun time.
Yeah, that was basically it. So I just kind of drank it for the sake of that. That went into obviously New Year. We left quite quickly after that. New Year's Day. We didn't do anything on New Year's Day. We went for a little walk. Second, we went to see The Lion King. That was good. The only thing that put us off, though, you probably didn't have it whilst you were there. I don't know if I told you. They had like 2 technical faults during the performance.
Oh yeah.
One was like 10 minutes in or something like that, so that wasn't bad, and it lasted like 2 minutes whilst I think a microphone died or something like that because you heard like Nala, where are you?
Oh,
sort of noise. Yeah. And so that was the first like 10-15 minutes, fine, no problem at all. And then right near the end, about 10 minutes before the end, it's where the big battle between like Scar and Simba is meant to be. The curtain suddenly came down and they were like, "We're sorry, there is a technical fault. We will let you know as soon as we have an update." And it lasted 25 minutes, this problem. 10 minutes before the end. And
it's almost like a second intermission.
It pretty much was, and it kind of ruined that little bit there. And then like it turned out it was like the big rock that was meant to come out. It couldn't work. And they obviously tried everything they could for 25 minutes, and they were like, "We just got to do it without it." So that was that. And then
that's a shame, but good at the same time. But a shame for the big finale.
Yeah, and then the final day, obviously, my mum's cat passed away, which sucked.
Very sad.
I say passed away, he was put down for the sake of, he wasn't going to get any better.
For his health, yeah.
And, yeah, his health. He wasn't eating, he wasn't drinking, he was starting to smell of pee. Because he wasn't really going to the toilet either, so he was, like, sweating out his pee.
Oh, right.
And it was all, like, caused by a kidney failure, or, like, a kidney starting to go or whatever a few months back.
That
and
sounds...
we had, like, this special food or whatever for him.
That sounds familiar. Like, not to obviously go on talk about something else, but when my parrot died, his kidneys were failing, and the vet confirmed that. And like, he also stopped eating, stopped drinking, and he would literally just like on the spot. I know it sounds disgusting, but like poo and wee would come out all at once, and it would just be like liquid coming out. I know it sounds disgusting. I'm gonna start talking about it.
I know what you mean though.
But like, yeah, it's horrible, isn't it? Oh,
it's awful. But
I feel awful.
He was getting skinny as well, but it kind of sucks a bit more because that was my mum's first Sphinx cat.
Oh,
Sphinx cats, if you don't know, everyone listening, is the like Egyptian ones, so the ones with no fur.
Yeah.
And like obviously her last one died a while back. But now she's got 2, so I don't know if she's gonna think of getting another one at some point. But I think the 2 for now might be how she keeps going for now until one of the other ones pass.
How old are the other 2?
1 and 2.
1 and 2. Oh, so they're still quite young then, because they got to 8, 9.
They got up to roughly somewhere between 9 and 12 usually.
Oh right, okay.
But obviously 8's they're old, sort of
retrospect. Right,
yeah. And 12's like, Jesus Christ, you're very old now.
How did you get this far?
Pretty much. So it's like an average age for them to start going is around 8. So it was kind of expected, I guess. But that was a good 15 minutes.
Hey, well,
how was your New Year?
I didn't do anything.
Nice.
Yeah, that was good. 5 seconds.
Hey!
No, I was on Discord. I was counting down the new year on a call with a friend, and then had a shot at midnight. Went to say Happy New Year to my family and stuff, and then talked on Discord. That's literally it. That's literally all I did. It was a nice, chill New Year.
Yeah.
Although next year I want to do something.
Aye. I spoke in the in our group chat, and I don't know if you saw it or not. It was about like a big Christmas dinner thing or something like that.
What, a Christmas dinner dark room?
We could do a Christmas dinner.
Okay, Christmas dinner dark room is an inside joke that nobody will literally get. So at Insomnia, there's this occasional event called the Dark Room. It's run by a guy called John Robertson, who does this tour called the Dark Room outside of Insomnia as well. But it's mainly Insomnia
it's
where we go and see it.
It's a big Insomnia thing.
And it's self-described as a text-based adventure game. Minus the adventure, minus the game, and it's all on this screen, and you pick your path. You have to try and get to the very end, so like turn off the light switch, go north, can you see, bullshit you see, that sort of stuff, and you have to try and get to the end, and you win £1,000 if you do it live on stage. And we've always had this joke of there's no Christmas Insomnia anymore, so how about we rent out a meeting room in the Hilton Hotel and have a Christmas dinner there, but it's the dark room.
I think it was a good plan, to be honest, but it's never going to happen.
Yeah, it'll never happen, but that's what that joke is, just to explain that inside joke. There you go, it's no longer inside, it's inside to us and everyone that's listening.
Everyone listening.
Yeah.
And tweeting us about it. Ugh.
Oh, guys, you should have a Christmas dinner dark room, don't you?
That'll be the tweets, won't it?
That'll be it, yeah.
Did you not see my message though? I put a thing out saying like we should get like everyone together in like someone's house.
I know, like half the time when there's like over 100 messages, which
That's
you and
true.
Tom talk at like 2 and 3 in the morning. I'm asleep at that time, and then when I'm on the bus in the morning, if I see you and Tom have been talking, I'm just like, well, usually it's not about anything to do with plans or anything important, so I just skip over it until I see someone else talk as well.
Yeah, that's fair. So I put a thing out in our chat saying like we should get all of us together, like either before or after Christmas for like 2 or 3 days maximum.
Okay.
I'll cook us a big Christmas dinner if you want, and we all have like
if you're offering, yep.
I'll do it. It's not difficult.
Okay.
And we all have a Christmas dinner together. I think that'd be so nice. And like we all have like a little Christmas together. Someone's house.
Your house?
Can do it in mine.
Okay, done.
Yeah. See
you in 2 months.
It sounds like a great idea. I think only a few people responded to it. I think
yeah, I've literally this is the first I've heard of it.
This was like quite a few weeks ago. That was my stomach. Did you hear that?
No.
It was like
I'm hungry.
I am a little bit. I'll go get some food in a bit.
Christmas dinner. I'm actually searching for this now. Who has lasagna for Christmas dinner?
That wasn't the conversation from what I remember, but
you will come over and we have a big Christmas dinner and hang out. Oh, this is on Christmas Eve.
There you go then.
Wait, what time was this? It was
It can't have been that late.
Oh, it literally doesn't say. Oh, hold on.
It might have been early morning.
1:19 in the morning.
Christmas Eve. Okay, that makes sense.
And Kendall replied at 1:32 in the morning.
Yeah, so no one actually replied to the message. So I was
no
like,
surprise.
well, this is upsetting. I didn't realise I sent it late. And then Tom at 2
a.m. started talking about a bloody IKEA desk. No wonder I missed it. I probably saw the desks and then thought, oh yeah, look, I put that's my one. What? I was up at 2 a.m.
It was Christmas Eve, Fraser.
Yeah, but I was up, so I should have seen your message.
Well, to finish that like little segment there off.
Oh yeah, because you really don't need to know about how I missed the message.
I spoke to people, and like Aiden like spoke to me in person, like over voice, and was like, "I love the idea. It sounds so good." Sherry spoke to me about it as well on Facebook Messenger. She loved the idea. Tom spoke to me about 3 weeks later, or 2 weeks later, in a random message on Discord. And I brought it up to you. So that's 4 people.
Yeah, so here we are.
5
now I actually
me.
know about it. It sounds like a fantastic idea.
I think it's a really sweet idea.
Yeah, see you in 3 weeks.
Nah, you mean 12 months.
No, we're having it in February.
Oh, jeez, okay.
It's the early Christmas
dinner.
Like
Tesco. Hello, have you got any turkeys left from Christmas?
What about any pigs in blankets?
Oh, pigs in blankets are a year-round thing. Just no one ever talks about it other than Christmas. Anyway.
Alright then. And we'll ask for Christmas pudding instead and mince pies.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I hate mince pies.
So do I. Don't like it.
Cannot stand the shit. Okay, glad we're not having mince pies. I don't even like Christmas pudding.
Clap, clap. Neither do I.
Brilliant, we're not having Christmas pudding. What can we have instead? Can we have, like, Arctic roll?
We'll have John Robertson.
We cannot eat a fucking Australian human being.
Well, we can at the moment. No.
We've spent 20 minutes talking about New Year.
And Christmas. It's good, isn't
And
it?
Christmas.
It shows what happens when I'm not here.
In bloody August. Wait, it's not August.
Yep, good job. August, Fraser. Happy August, everyone.
Because I thought of the number 8. I was going to say the 8th of January.
Where can you see the 8th? It says the 7th at the moment.
Yeah, but when it goes up, it's going to be the 8th. And then I thought, American date format.
Right,
August the 1st.
American.
Wait, hold on a minute. Although I'd love it to be August. I love summer. Summer's
So
my
do I.
favourite season.
Oh, same. So good.
I want to do something cool this summer.
Oh, me too.
We did an amazing thing last summer. I want to do something cool again this summer.
Yeah. Let's do it.
What are we going to do?
Call ourselves Mary and have a baby.
So, Australia's on fire. No, don't laugh about Australia being on fire, guys. Serious shit.
I like how you just completely ignored what I said.
I think it's probably best to be honest.
Australia's on fire.
It is, and like it's really, really shit. Like there's been so many fires. Obviously, everyone's heard about it by now. If you haven't, then you've literally been living under a rock. Since the 1st of July, over 4 million hectares of land, which to put it into some probably more understandable language or terminology, that's 40,000 square kilometers of land has been affected by all of these wildfires, which is the equivalent to the entirety of the southeast and kind of like mid-south of England. So like we've
between like Milton Keynes and like probably almost Calais.
We've got a map of it, which you obviously can't see because this is an audio podcast, and it has a red square over the southeast of England, and it spans as far up north or central as Northampton.
Go
It
a
covers.
bit further than that. I'd say about Milton Keynes.
I can't visualize where Milton Keynes is on the map,
Milton
but it's
Keynes
just
is
beyond
roughly-
Northampton.
See where like the little like big cluster is, just to the left of the corner.
Okay, so almost Milton Keynes. It's got
Yeah.
Northampton. It's got Reading in it. It's got Portsmouth. It's got quite a bit of the Isle of Wight.
It's got my house.
It's literally got the entirety of the southeast of England. So if you start in Milton Keynes, draw a line directly down, and draw a line directly east, that entire corner of England is the equivalent of what's been burnt in New South Wales.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think.
It
like
is
literally, that's like what, a quarter or like an eighth of England?
It's awful.
It's huge. And some stats of it, or well, one stat, there's over 500 million animals that have died from the fires.
Apparently it's more than that. Apparently it's up to 1 billion almost.
I wouldn't be surprised because I wrote this probably about 4 or 5 days ago, so
Yeah.
at the start of the year. And I also saw an article which was like describing the wildfires because I've been like trying to keep up to date with it. And I noticed that on this article, they'd actually made a correction. Initially, they published it saying there's over 500,000 animals killed, but then they corrected it to 500 million, which is crazy. Like you wouldn't even think that number of animals have been affected, but like
That's like what? If there's almost 8 billion people in the world, that's literally
an eighth, a 16th of all people to ever exist
almost a 16th of people.
that are alive right now.
Oh no, it's over a 16th, isn't it?
Over a 16th of people dead. Population of England,
I think that's like
55 million. So imagine
we'll all be
over
dead.
10 Englands dying,
Yeah. Awful.
but
It's awful.
animals. So if every person was an
Speaking of
animal,
animals,
10
yeah.
lots of England.
I saw an awful video. I keep sharing stuff about this on Twitter. 'Cause
Yeah.
I hate.
Just want a
things.
button again. That's the
go on.
entirety of the United States dead, but probably times 2.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So with Twitter, I keep posting stuff about it because It's awful. And the biggest thing that I've noticed is all these world leaders that have power are doing nothing because it's not war, it's not money. They're not getting any benefit out of it. All they're going to get is, oh, thank you for saving us, basically. And they don't want that. They want land, they want money, they want power, blah, 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 blah. They want a war, a lot of them, rather than help a bloody country out or whatever. And that doesn't matter, obviously. But the worst thing that I saw was... It was a video that was shared. I didn't want to share it for the sake of... It was horrible to see.
Yeah.
Animals on the side of... There's a car driving up a road, and all across the outside of both sides of the road, burnt crisp burnt animals.
Oh, God.
Completely dead, obviously, that have been running away from the fires, including, like, young animals, older animals. Awful.
Bloody hell.
It was awful to see. I saw someone share it, and I was like... Didn't want to see it, but at least I have, so I know like a little bit more.
I've seen one video which was literally of... It was a video of a wallaby that was standing by a wire fence, and it was burnt, still standing in pose, but it was dead, and it was horrible.
Yeah.
And it's just things like that. Like,
awful.
This is real. People need to realise this is real. Climate change is real and has been a problem. I will never understand how people say climate change isn't real. And then they say, if you talk to actual scientists... They say it isn't real. What scientists have you been talking to?
The dentist, probably.
Oh, yeah, like 9 out of 10 dentists recommend it.
Do
They're talking to the 1
out
out of 10.
Yeah? January is the coldest month in the UK on average, yeah?
Yeah.
But like January, February, that's the coldest months. It's meant to be nowadays.
Yeah.
To give you a really good idea, the highest temperature, I think, tomorrow is 18 degrees up in Scotland.
Yeah, that's mental.
That's not right. We used to have snow and stuff this time of year. Like, quite a few feet of snow.
It's pretty warm and it's only going to escalate.
It's so bad. And no one's going to admit it, but it's that is a fact. And the people that do admit it get told, no, it's not real. And it's like, fuck off. It is.
Similar to what you've said... I think what needs to be changed more than anything now is political change. Because, like, we can donate as much as we want. I tweeted this out earlier on in the week. We can donate as much as we want. And we can, like, give as much money. We can have celebrities going, oh, yeah, I'm going to give $500,000 to help it. But nothing is going to change the world more than political change. Like, if you get a regulation put in place to guarantee the future of the country or a world by saying, right, you cannot do this, or, but actually putting regulations on oil miners, or what is it, oil extractors, oil rigs, oil rigs in the sea, because they, like, emit so fucking much. If there's actually restrictions and actually, like, things in place to prevent people, and for example, like Trump withdrew from the Paris Agreement, that shouldn't be allowed.
No.
Because there is stuff in place, like the Paris Agreement is a good thing, but there needs to be more done, and nothing's going to change the world more than political change, setting things in stone for everyone to abide by, and shifting all of the not eco-friendly things out of the way, and making it legal.
Thing is, we're not going to get anything like that because, again, it's not money beneficial, it's not power beneficial, and whatever else. So, in basic terms, I'm sorry for everyone's future.
This is our generation that's fucked. Our generation and anyone after us, we're going to have to clean up the mess, because as pretty much everyone's saying, we've literally got less than 10 years to revert our changes, otherwise it's going to be near enough impossible to revert what we've done.
Yep. Speaking of obvious change, Team Trees, I don't know if you covered this last week or not, 20 million. I think it's on 21 million. 21 million, I'm pretty sure it's on.
I think, it's now on 21 million.
So, well done everyone for that, because that is actually going to help out massively, probably. I'll give you an exact number as of recording, 21,528,231.
And it's only increasing, they're still increasing.
Oh yeah, it still goes up every day. Today, already, I'm scrolling down, there's one here that says 100, and that was at 2026, which was roughly an hour ago from now. And I've had to scroll down quite a few from that. So
that's crazy.
And a little shout out to Jake Wright, who shouted out, who did one £100 or 100 trees about 10 minutes ago. So that's going to be a big help, obviously. I'm sure, but
it's crazy. It's crazy that like a pound equals a tree, and like if you have a look at how big trees get, if you're planting 100 trees for £100, you're literally creating like a mini forest.
Yeah, you are. And
can you imagine like how much ground will be covered with trees?
Well,
and trees are fantastic.
Sure it's like they can cover going around the world twice or something like that with 100
in a straight line
with 21 million. So
yeah,
if they can cover that's a huge thing.
This is society's attempt. This is society's attempt at making things better. They're brilliant at CO2 absorbing. Do you know what? Even soil's good at CO2 absorbing.
Yeah.
There's this banner that, do you know what? It's actually taught me quite a lot. There's this banner that I walk past every day on the way to work. It's in the centre of Bristol, and it gives you a few facts about soil. Mm-hmm. And it says that like 30 football pitches worth of soil are dug up every day. I can't remember the exact. Not every day, every minute, every hour, something like that. I can't remember the exact figure. And it stores a shit ton of carbon in soil. And if we're losing soil to like man-made structures, like let's just say a massive housing estate or something, or like a massive car park, then CO2 is going to have a hard time being absorbed if there's no trees in the area as well.
Aye.
It's just the little things.
That's why, like, even some stuff like, just an example, my dad got fined for driving through London without paying his CO2 emissions thing because he has a diesel car. London's like a good example where they have a thing where you have to pay or you get fined.
Yeah.
I think the fine was like £85. I don't know what they're doing with that fine, but
you've got to hope it goes towards environmentally friendly projects and projects to improve the ecosystem. If you want to donate to any charities or any organisations that support the people in Australia, helping them get back on their feet,
and
or
animals.
helping like the wildlife in Australia, there's a bunch of different organisations. We've listed down a couple. There's the Red Cross in Australia, www.redcross.org.au. There's WWF, which deals with animals, which is www.wwf.org.au.
RFS in New South Wales. This is one that I put. It's a big link, so I'm not going to read it out, but it's if you search it, you'll find it. We'll put on Twitter as well a thread that has all of these in things. We'll retweet it so you can have a look and try and help out that way. There's another one, Country Fire Authority in Victoria, cfa.vic.gov.au/about/supporting -CFA.
There's also the Rural Fire Brigades in Queensland, rfbaq.org/donate-to-RFBAQ.
Hyphen is a dash for anyone that doesn't know.
Yeah.
Country Fire Services in South Australia, cfsfoundation.org.au/donate.
Wires. What is Wires, Kai? Because you wrote this one down.
It's like for... It's not hedgehog. I forgot what the animal's called. It's like a hedgehog sort of thing.
Wallabies?
No. Have you gone to click on the link as well?
Well, I'm not even sure what it is.
It's a wildlife rescue thing, basically. I remember their logo was a hedgehog sort of thing.
Oh, right.
It's basically to try and like rescue.
Oh, yeah, it says wildlife rescue.
Animals.
That's good.
But that one's a good one to do as well.
Wires.org.au. There's a donate button at the top, so you can just click on that.
Yep, Food Bank Victoria, which is food bank for Victoria. I mean, you could do a food bank in general. Go to foodbank.org.au/support us/make a donation, or just foodbank.org.au might be a better one to go to. You'll be able to find everything you can do there.
Did you hear about that Australian comedian on Facebook?
500 million.
Oh, no, not 500 million. Imagine, bloody hell. She's called Celeste Farmer. She raised more than $26 million in under a week.
Is that the one that sold their nudes or whatever?
Oh, no. There was someone else, I know who you're on about. Someone, I'm not sure who it is, sold naked photos of themselves, $10 a pop, and got over $500,000.
I found it. I searched the word nude and it came up. Instagram model raises $700,000 for Australia fires with nude photos.
700,000 now. Wow.
It's gone up. Apparently, it's even more than that now. But I'm gonna try and find her name quickly.
Because Kai wants to save this for later.
I was gonna name her actually, Kaylin Ward.
Kai's actually donated $1,000.
Yeah.
So yeah, help in any way you can. Because Australia bloody needs it. The world bloody needs it. We're getting to a point now where change is needed. Our generation recognises it. Politics doesn't. So we need to change this shit before it gets shitty shit.
Shitty, bang, bang, dum-de-lum-de-lum-de-lie.
And to end on a slightly lighter note, Kai's found a new feature inside of Photoshop.
So good. So good. It's called Select Subject. So good for thumbnails. It doesn't work too well if you've got like a contrasting... Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Contrasting background. So like if it's like black on black or like black on dark grey, it might not work very well. But as long as it's like a decent quality image, it'll work really nicely. It basically selects around the subject. You can select around the hair to like keep your hair in it as well. For thumbnails and stuff, this is a life-changing thing, especially for like what I do, I guess.
We just cut yourself out in front of green screen going, ah!
Yeah, that's the thing. I tried it in front of like a green screen image, cut me out perfectly, all my hair, no green at all, and I was like, this is amazing.
That sounds a lot better than the colour range tool, because I just use colour range on green, and then I just delete all of that, smooth it out a bit, and then we're good.
Yeah, it's so much better than that. Thank you, Photoshop. Thank you, Adobe. Appreciate it. I think that's about it, though, for today.
That's it. We've done it.
So,
January the 8th. That's the podcast done. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks,
Hope
everyone.
you enjoyed the podcast. Next episode will be out next week, January the 15th. The community episode will be on January 29th, so you've still got 2 more episodes after this one to listen to before we start asking you for questions for that one. So keep your eyes peeled on our Twitter at Stuck in a Podcast, and also follow us on our personal ones at IVexusHD and at Kairos Best. Is there anything you want to say?
Bitch.
We haven't got to that bit yet.
Well, I didn't say bye yet, so...
Oh, okay. All right.
Just a pre-bitch.
So thank you so bitch. There you go. You get another one later. Thank you so much for listening to episode 21 of... Save Australia, bitch.
Do it now, bitch.